Beer.
Welcome back to another episode of Mostly Michigan Beer Reviews. I'm your host, James. I've been doing a lot of research lately on making hard cider at home, and it seems fairly easy with just store-bought ingredients. So tomorrow, I plan on making a small batch, a 1-gallon batch of hard cider with store-bought ingredients, and I'd like to run you guys through the process. So I think that should be fun. I've never done it before. But watching a million videos and reading a lot of literature, it seems fairly easy and people are happy with the outcome. So before I start brewing, which is tomorrow, I'm going to run you through the ingredients. So let's take a look at the ingredients real quick. So here's the ingredients needed to make hard cider at home. Well, these are my ingredients anyways. You can use your own or buy whatever you feel. I'm going to be using 264 fluid ounces of 100% natural apple juice. I'm going to be using 1/4 cup frozen apple juice to add more of an apple flavor. And then in secondary, I'm going to use 10 ounces of frozen organic raspberries. And to ferment this, I'm going to use half a packet of dry champagne yeast. And I did some calculations here of what each ingredient cost. And total, it comes to about $6.50 to make about 10 bottles of hard cider. Here is the apple juice that I'm using. It's Kroger brand, 100% natural apple juice. And here are the ingredients. It is just apple juice from concentrate, water and apple juice concentrate. You can use other types of apple juice that have ascorbic acid or vitamin C. Some people say it's not good to use it. Some people say it's fine. You know what? Who cares? Just use what you have. And if it turns out, it turns out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then I'm going to use frozen apple juice concentrate to boost the apple flavor. And this contains concentrated apple juice, water, ascorbic acid, and malic acid for tartness. The malic acid is going to add some body, some flavor, and of course some tartness to this otherwise dry, hard cider. And then, like I said, in secondary, I'm going to add some organic raspberries. So this is going to be an hard cider with raspberries added. It's going to change the color and hopefully change the flavor profile a little bit. I don't know. We shall see. This is an experiment. And lastly, our champagne yeast. I'm going to be using half a packet of this, and we'll see how it turns out. So, let's get started. Alrighty, today's the day. Got everything I need. I got my ingredients. I have a scale. I have a measuring cup. This is for my blow off because I'm not sure how crazy fermentation is going to be. Sanitized scissors, sanitized yeast, the bung, hydrometer, test tube, sanitized carboy, tubing, and that. So let's get started. So my ingredients, if you remember, called for, oops, a little wet, called for 3 ounces of frozen apple juice concentrate. I left it out overnight. Well, I put it in the fridge overnight, and then an hour before I'm doing this, I set it out so it's kind of room temperature. It's still a little cold. And we want 3 fluid ounces, which comes to roughly 89 grams. So let's get 89 grams here. Quite exciting, eh? Alright, well I hit 91, but whatever. So let's pour that in. Let me move some of this stuff here out of the way. it's going to add a apple juice sweetness. Don't need the scale anymore for a moment here. Alright, and then next we want to add our juice. Shake it up a little bit. Get those solids going. I'm going to remove this stuff off my area. Alright, so that's shooken up. Pour that in. Quite exciting, huh? So simple, so easy. Here's one. Let me close the utility room door. It's kind of loud from the furnace here. Alright, now we gotta add the second one. Same procedure. Shake her up. Pour her in. Alright, I'm going to leave a little bit of room there for my yeast. So next, we shake it up, mix it up, and then we prep our yeast and pour our yeast in there. So I'm going to get that going. We're aerating it just like we would a beer. Some people like to put the yeast in and aerate it while the yeast is in there. I don't. I feel like it's too violent for them. It's like they're on a wicked roller coaster. Kind of sad. So I'm going to prep the yeast. Alright, prepping yeast. I got room temperature water here. Sanitized scissors. Sanitize this. We're going to use half a packet, about 2.5 grams. I'm just going to eyeball it. Just sprinkle it on top. If you go over, don't worry about it. If you go, you can use the whole packet if you want. Alright. So now we let that sit for about 10-15 minutes, and then we stir it up, and we pour it into our apple juice here. And I forgot, let's take a hydrometer reading. Let's do that real quick. This has been sanitized. Just want to get enough liquid in here. Should be enough. Drop her in. Give it a twist. And we'll see where we're at here. Looks like we are at 1.052. write that down, 1.052. Don't dump this back in. Through the magic of editing, it's been 10 minutes. Give my yeasty a little stir here. Aerate this one more time, since it's been a couple minutes. And we're going to pour it in. Here we go. That's pretty much it, folks. Next thing we do is build our blow-off tube, and we're set. There it is, folks. Hope you enjoyed it, hope you liked it, and we will ferment it for a week or two, and I'll give you updates. Looks like our average temperature right now is 68 degrees. Alright, well, it's been 12 days. Time to move our raspberries into secondary and our cider. So what I'm doing here is I got the raspberries. I put water up to the top of the raspberries, and I'm going to boil them for about 5 to 10 minutes. What this is going to do is pasteurize it, so we don't get any funky funk in our cider. Then I'm going to mash them up with this, and then I'm going to strain them and let it cool, and then we'll pour it into our secondary, and then we'll rack on top. Now we're boiling. We're set our timer for 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're going to mash it with our masher, potato masher, and let it chill, and then strain it. Alright, I boiled it, and I mashed it with my masher, so now I'm going to strain it into a different pot here, so I don't get a lot of seeds in my cider. There's that. We want every little last drop of juice. Beautiful. Now I just want to kind of mash it in here. Make sure I get all the juices out. And then after this, we let it rest to where it's room temperature, so we can pour it into our cider. We don't want to harm any of our yeast that are still alive, because it is still active. It's only been 12 days. There's still a lot of activity in there. So I figure this is the best time to do it if I want to get a little bit more fermentation and alcohol content. And I plan on bottling 2 samples of just the plain, without the plain cider, without any of this raspberry added. So that's that. So here's what we got, just the juice, pretty much. Gonna let that cool over here, and put a little top on it to keep the yeast out. So once that's room temperature, we will start transferring to secondary. Yay! So here's what the cider looks like. And our raspberry juice is ready. It's cooled down. So I'm going to bottle the 2 regulars off camera, and then we'll start the process of moving to secondary. Alrighty. Here we go. Beautiful.
And I will speed this video up for you. This is quite boring. Still some floaties in there. Isn't the color beautiful? Good enough for me.
There it is, folks. Beautiful color. Beautiful color. Well, I got one bottle of regular out of it. Now we wait until it's done fermenting and we're good. We can bottle it and drink it up. Alright, well, thanks for watching. And hopefully I'll have a follow-up video of tastings in a month or so. Cheers!